Cue the music. You like that?
The music. That was nice.
Do you like tequila?
I do.
Yeah.
Do you?
I do. In doses.
Well, you're not drinking the bottle, I hope.
I hope not, right? However, tequila is the spirit to drink. The industry has transcended its party reputation into an image of refinement and style. Over the past decades, sales have really exploded.
Yeah.
In 2021, tequila surpassed whiskey sales, making it the second best-selling alcohol after vodka.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But tequila, more than just a trendy spirit, it's considered the soul of Mexico. And this Hispanic Heritage Month, we are shining a spotlight on an entrepreneur whose appreciation for tequila runs very deep, so much so that he immersed himself in Mexican culture to craft his own brand of tequila. Welcoming Christopher DeSoto of Hiatus. Great to see you.
Hello, Christopher. Great name, Hiatus, for your tequila.
Thank you.
We know tequila to be from Mexico. You are Cuban. I love the diaspora, right? So tell us how you became ingrained in the spirits world, in tequila specifically.
Great question. Well, thanks for having me this morning.
Of course.
So my family did business in Mexico from the time I was born, basically. We were living in Mexico right before I was born, and right after I was born, we were back in Mexico. So it's always been second home for my family. My mom's lived down there over 25 years. I was there almost 7.5 years. So just through that period, understanding culture of Mexico, and one of my favorite things that comes out of there, their agave spirits, particularly tequila.
Okay.
So, you know, there's a lot of tequilas. I know you're going to say, obviously, your brand, but like, how do you know when one's authentic? What are you looking for?
It's a great question, and it's a difficult one to answer because we've been told that this particular thing that we're seeing up here on this side of the border is what great tequila is. We're being told that by major celebrities, by big brands. But it all comes down to what was its original intent.
Okay.
And tequila is basically 3 ingredients. It's agave, it's water, and it's yeast. Anything beyond that you don't need as long as you do the first parts right.
Okay.
So when you try a tequila that has sweeteners and additives, you can usually feel it. It's sticky in your mouth, or it has that sugary taste that's not
And you wake
natural.
up all messed up.
And it's more likely to give you
Give you a hangover.
how much did you drink is the other question.
Well, that's true. That's true.
What are you watching it down?
Listen, it was a tough pandemic, okay? So you have different types of tequila that we are going to taste,
Exactly.
and see if we can put
Straight up.
You know what? It's 10-11.
You know what?
It's 5-11 somewhere.
Let's do it. Here we go. Okay.
What do you?
We're going to start on this end.
Okay.
So Blanco is the heart and soul of any brand. This is tequila. This is from ground to glass in as little as 8 days. And it's the true essence of what tequila is all about. We're not doing full shots here. These are just little tastes.
Thank you for
Now,
going
is it
easy
a
on
sip?
us.
Just, have a sip.
Or are you just throwing the whole thing back?
Well, however you like. But the idea is to,
Thank
I
you,
want to
sir.
see what you taste in the experience.
Now, is this like wine? Should we sniff? Should we?
Great observation. So agave spirits and wine are more similar than agave spirits and any other spirit because
Interesting.
where the plant was grown will absolutely impact the flavor.
Okay.
So yes, you can.
Sorry.
I want you to smell it because that's first and foremost. You should get a nose full of agave.
So what am I tasting here?
So our tequila's made from agave that are grown in the Tequila Valley. So we get a lot of vegetal notes. We get a lot of mineralization.
That is smooth.
And that's the way it should be. So this is not any additives in here. This is just doing it properly, starting with making sure the agave is actually mature.
When's the thing with the lime and the salt? And
Yeah.
The 80s called. They want their parties. Nobody does that anymore.
Well, a lot of
Can you
people
tell we
still,
get
but
out
they
a
don't
lot?
need to.
I haven't been out in 22 years.
We get out a whole lot.
Okay.
So this first one was what?
That's a tequila blanco.
This is a blanco.
Some people call it white, some people call it silver, but blanco is the traditional name.
This is
Okay.
what you're mixing in a
A lot of people use it as the mixer. So then what we do is we take that, and in our case, all we do is put it in a barrel for 6 months to get a reposado. Reposado just means rested. That means it's been rested in oak for 6 months in our case.
chest hair.
This one is serious. This is reposado?
That's reposado, yes.
Apparently, this is the one that doesn't give you a hangover.
That's the one. But it does. I want to see.
None of them give you
I
hangover.
would prefer
Hangover
to not
free.
see your 3 chest hairs. Last but not least.
Añejo. So añejo just means mature or aged, just like me.
Like me? I was going to say
Like you.
Like
Yes.
me.
Told you jokes,
Yeah.
right? In our
This is
case, we
beautiful.
age only 12 months. And we're using bourbon, used bourbon barrels for all of our expressions when we age them.
Cheers.
So you get a lot of notes from the barrel. Añejo. You'll get some
like that
oak,
you
some
hear-
caramel, some
She's like
vanilla.
really
This
delicately
might be
sniffing.
my favorite.
That's my favorite.
You know who should really test this?
Get her in here.
Kate Mulgrew. I think it's only fair.
You've been watching this.
I thought you'd never ask.
She was the eagle-eyed watching this.
You know what?
What can I pour her?
This. You say that's agave, water, and sugar.
And yeast,
And
not
yeast.
sugar.
And yeast.
That's
Get
the
in
one
here.
you want?
This
It's
is
in
so
here.
Is
fascinating.
this the one you want?
For your second act, you could be a tequila maker.
You think?
Never
Which one
too
you want
late
to try?
start.
Which one?
Let's do
Or an
it.
audience ruiner. I think I'd like to try that.
To the
Give
Blanco.
the
Give
ladies
her a
some of this.
Absolutely.
Now, do you ever do it on the rocks, or is that taboo?
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
No.
Well, you could, I suppose.
Chilling any spirit changes its flavor.
Well, she can't drink.
cheers.
She
Yeah,
can't
you
drink
can't drink
alone.
alone.
I'll have
You
specific.
can't
some-
drink
oh,
alone.
Nice to meet you.
L'chaim.
Welcome to the show.
Kate,
We're over here.
Oh, sorry. We were having a moment.
We were having a tequila moment.
Christopher, thank you so much. Kate, what do you think? Yeah,
There's always something slightly wicked about tequila.
Thank goodness.
Dirty.
I like that.
Earthy.
I like that.
Earthy.
That's the right
That's the word.
Yeah.
She was
Where are
finding
you
it.
from?
Well, we need a whole other segment for that.
Very
live
good.
here- I live here
Cuba
now.
by way of Texas.
I lived in Mexico a long time. I grew up in Texas. I
gonna
lived
leave
in
you alone.
Australia and Europe.
Guys, save it for the bar.
Sorry, here we go.
Okay. We're going to the bar.
Can you stick around, Kate?
Yes, yes.
We heard that you're doing
She didn't
something.
just come here for the
As I'm
tequila.
talking to you.
Okay.
But we're taking our glasses.
We're gonna take
Yeah.
our glass.
All right, but I'm going away now.
Okay, but not too far.
No, I'll go
Take
over
your glass with you. It'll make the segment more
Just
exciting.
gracias. That was really delicious.
If you want to hear more about Christopher and his brand, visit the website on your screen. Shop Hiatus Tequila.
Yes.
.com.